It's going to be to Jesus. Steve, let's take a look at what we've got from the pitcher.
Now these ground balls coming out because this right-hander really changing speeds, moving the ball around, changing the hitter's eye level, and pounding the bottom third of the strike zone.
That ends up foul. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. That's one away. Runners on the move.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
Goldberg is the batter. Singled home a run in his last at bat. Trying to bunt his way on board. Misses. It's a strike. Drops down a bunt. And he grabs this one. Throw to first. Gets him in there, 2 down.
Look where he placed that one right there. Take a look at it. Perfectly placed.
He is out at first, but the damage was done around the bases. Those runners now in position to score.
That's good situational baseball.
And in the batter's box, it's Capelon. Flew out last time. And that swung on and missed 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2.
Well, they're a strike away right now from getting out of this jam and holding on to the lead.
1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Well, we're going to take a look here and see if they try to steal the runner from first base. Have some speed over there. See if they try to get 2 in scoring position.
Oh. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. And Jesus is home. He's coming around third. Going to try to score. And the second run comes in. Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are. So 2 runs in on that hit. Let's take a look now at the play and how it affected the win expectancy graph.
Well, the pitcher went to the bottom of the strike zone, but he wanted to sink it out of the zone. The ball doesn't do it. It stays up. He slapped. It for a 2-run hit.
And see, that was a pretty good pitch. That's a really quality RBI base hit.
That's good situational baseball by the offense.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. There's a swing and a liner. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. And the run is in. Boy, this lineup, you just see opportunities here, and this offensive lineup knows what to do with them.
It's now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Yes, gets a shot here. He sends this one in the air towards center. And he's there to retire the side. Big offensive inning, 5 base hits and 4 runs. Playing out the back half of the first ALCS game. Both teams want this one. You're just tuning in. What a night for baseball. We're here enjoying America's pastime with you. Jitsi in the box now. He'll lead off the bottom half of the 6th. Watches a changeup go by for strike 1. Dave, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
You know, you throw that fastball down, the hitter's got to go down and get it. And because he's changed their eye level, they just can't get down far enough. A lot of ground ball outs.
Here's the pitch. That's cut out and missed. 1-2.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
Swing and a miss on the breaker. 1 down.
A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
And Griffey Jr.'s in the box. Not looking last time. Here's the first pitch. That's a foul ball. Oh! One is going to miss. Low for a ball, 1-1. Now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out there?
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game. And aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good. And most importantly, his choice of when to go with a certain pitch has been effective.
He fouls that one off. Foul! 1-2 pitch coming. Hit in the air to left center. 2 away.
So this ball was headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
And Del Carmen's batting. 0 for 2 thus far. The first pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Toronto's in charge here. Middle of the lineup coming along. Kaliko settles in. He'll start things off here in the 7th. Hit in the air to center field. And that one drops in for him. Wow, that is his first base hit. It has been a struggle to get.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. You have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
And there's a swing. Fly ball down the line and left. 1 away. The runner's tagging from first.
This ball hit down the line. Got a good jump on it, able to roam over and put it away.
It's going to be DeJesus. He had a single in his last time up. Oh, he takes off for second. Runner at first with 1 down. First pitch on the way. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. There's a swing and a ground ball. And he's up with it. The second, there's 1. And they get it. They turn 2. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. UK Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Freeze up now. Took a called 3rd strike in his last time up. Craig coming in to hurl as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, with 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3, I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters, force them to put in play. Do not give them free passes. The 1-2 on its way. And another foul ball.
where you're behind in the count 1-2. All you want to do is try to stay alive and hope the pitcher makes a mistake. He did make a mistake on that pitch, but he got enough wood on it just to foul it off.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
Now, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
And Brantley's in the box. He walked and later scored his last time through. First pitch on the way. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Offensively, now they've got to start to work the count. They've got to try to get base runners on and get things going here. I mean, you've got one out here in the 7th inning. It's not too late to try to make up some of this deficit.
Good movement to that cutter, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Look for the pitcher to try to expand the strike zone here. The hitter has to swing at anything close.
That one goes foul. Change up. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Taps this one foul to the right.
Well, you know the pitcher wants to get this strikeout right here, but the last thing he wants to do when he's ahead in the count is make a mistake. And the more balls he keeps fouling off in tough situations, the more chance of a mistake coming. Pitcher has to keep his focus right here.
The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, and with 2 strikes, checks his swing. They say he did not go. They'll appeal it first. No, he did not. Wow, close call, Steve. I'm not sure everyone saw it that way. A swing line to left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall.
Well, chalk this up as a win for the hitter. A battle like you've never seen before, but the hitter comes out on top with that big double.
And in the batter's box is Carino. Walked in his last plate appearance. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Well, you talk about a guy who just corkscrewed himself into the ground. Bad timing.
On the ground to first. He's around third, heading for the plate. And he's in there.
Now, perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball. Where it's pitched, it's outside, go the other way. Fasnacht is batting. It is a difficult task. You're trying to get back into a ball game at this point, but they're close.
Well, they're narrowing the lead late here in the game, Gary, and they're showing some fight left in those bats.
Jimenez, a smash between short and third, and it's in there, the tying run on board.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
And the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And he throws on to first for the out, put away. Yes, at the plate now. He flew out his last time up. Here's the delivery. Line towards third and foul. Now swinging a shot towards second. Throw is not in time, and he's on. And he can't get back. He is tagged out on the way back to the bag. I think there's an issue of how much. Bottom half of the last inning. This is what you live for. Move to the front of your seat and take a look.
Now, Gary, this is why you buy a ticket, come to the game. 2 of the best squaring off. Let's see who can win.
And the bottom of the ninth starts with a strike.
Well, coming down to the wire right here, it's do or die time. You need base runners. Get somebody on. If you get the leadoff man on, it allows you to move them up with a bunt. To sacrifice bunt, you can get them on, get them over, and get them in. This is a critical situation.
Hit on the ground, up the middle. Ciafrone. And his throw gets him one away.
Went out here in the ninth inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs, and you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it.
De Leon in the batter's box. Wearing the collar thus far. Ball one started off the at-bat. It's 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Changeup is waved at it, missed that time. 2-1.
Someone explained to me how you swing late on a changeup. Unbelievable.
And it's fouled away. Two-two pitch. Swung on, hit softly towards the hole. Yes. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Now we're counting down right here. They got one out left in this game, and I think offensively you're hoping for that long ball, but you'll take anything. Give a base runner, get somebody on.
Jitsi up now. Hit by a pitch his last time up. He wants to get some hacks in here. Towards the middle, Ciafrone. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
The offense got it done on the top, and the pitching got it done on the bottom half, and celebration as they head back to the clubhouse.
All right, let's do it. Here's our player of the game.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you know you've had a decent enough game to help your team win. Look, would he love to hit the triple to get the cycle, something that's rarely done in Major League Baseball? Sure he would. But I think if you ask him after the game, he's going to say, look, all I want to do is help our team win. And that's what he...
What an outstanding affair.
Now, Gary, as a ball club, you really want to come out and dictate the tempo right from the start of a series, and they did that today.
So for Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you. Guest in the batter's box, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
Now, Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
A swing line to left center. Makes its way through for a single. And that second runner is on his way. There's one. Tagged at home, and he is out of there. Freeze. Gets a shot here. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the third. And when you got the bases loaded like this is the opportunity you look for in a game. It may not come again.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to keep adding to it. A big opportunity here to spread the margin.
Curveball swung on and missed. Now it's 0-1. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
You know, Gary's getting them off balance right there. They just cannot seem to catch up to that high ball. And they're just getting underneath it and popping it up.
Struck out swinging last time. Bigby will be their new pitcher. He comes in to close for Toronto. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, I think right now they're looking to get a couple guys on and see if they can't get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark right here. So base runner's the key. Do not run into outs. Be conservative on the bases. You're down 3.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
Well, with 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
Freeze at the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. Drilled towards third. And it's caught by DeJesus.
A final out of the game. It certainly does not look very good right here. They need big hits. They need people to drive the ball, get something done right here, or they're going home and losing.
And Brantley's in the box. Had a home run back in the 6th. Hit in the air to center field. And in there, base hit.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
And in the batter's box is Carino. Last time he walked and then came around to score. And that's another foul ball. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
A big road victory right here, Gary. In the postseason, they are tough to come by, but they were able to get it done here today. Let's see what it does for the series.
We take a look at our player of the game, delivering the goods for the ball club in this contest.
Well, you know, sometimes it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but it's when you get them. And that's how this game was decided. The one big hit of the entire game, and it's easy to see why we singled him out as the player of the game.
And pulling off the victory here in this one, they're able to race out to a quick 2-0 lead in the series.
And now they can come into Game 3 very relaxed.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball. We wrap it up. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. Goldberg at the plate now, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
But Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
Trying to bunt his way on board, misses. It's a strike.
Well, this lineup really making them work in this inning deeper into the game, and this is where you're a little bit fatigued, and boy, throwing up over 20 pitches an inning is tough.
Tried to fool him with a changeup, but it's 1-2. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Well, he's done exactly that. He's changed speeds, he's mixed up all his pitches, and the great thing is he's throwing them all for strikes.
It's unpredictability. The hitters can't think along with him. They don't know what he's going to throw next, keeping them off balance.
Bases are loaded with 2 down. And the first pitch, lined up the middle. He's got it now. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. And in this freeze. Is the batter. 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. A high pop-up. 2 down. Gallagher is batting.
If it were me, I'd leave the starter in the game. I think you're taking him out too early right now. I'd go to the bullpen a little bit later.
He singled in his last at bat. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Oh! The pitch. Ground ball headed for the middle. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they strike. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast. Of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Base hit his last time. Here it comes. Line shot into center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. There's the throw. Safe at second. Gonna have to take a look here through a cloud of dust on that play at second base.
Well, he rounded first base, going in very, very hard in the second. Feet first slide. He's in there.
And if he hadn't put that slide on, I think they had him.
It's clearly pretty intense out there right now. They're in a major jam, tough situation. The next few pitches could decide this game.
Well, you know he's going to have to deal with this one. You got a couple runners on base already down a run. You don't want to give up any more.
That's about damage control. Don't give them a crooked number. If they score, only make it 1 and give your team a chance to come back.
And in the batter's box, it's Cavalon. And I have a feeling he's taking a real good look at the fact the bases are loaded.
Well, base hit here will give him a much-needed insurance run.
And starts him out here, trying to bunt his way aboard. He misses for a strike. Oh, to Jesus running. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That's 1 away. Runners on the move. And bango, he slams into him. And out. The catcher stood him up and made the play. Ciafrone up now. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Gets away from him. Oh, boy, here we go. They got the rundown going. Oh, boy, this is getting ugly quick. Gambled, lost, tagged out on his way to third. Jitsi. Is the batter now. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. Called out on strikes in his last appearance.
The offense got it done on the top, and the pitching got it done on the bottom half. And celebration as they head back to the clubhouse.
Now look at our player of the game. A standout performance deserving of the recognition today.
Well, coming into the game, you told someone you're going to get 2 hits today, you'd be very happy. The average goes up, and everything else is good for you. But the bottom line is.
And we saw a very important win here in this one. Goldberg at the plate, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
But Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
And he swings and hits this one foul. Here's the pitch. Shot towards the hole. 1 run is in, and he throws it away.
Well, that's 3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
And in the batter's box, it's Cavalon. And when you got the bases, drops down a bunt. And he's up with it. Out at the plate. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
Wow, this defense right here is absolutely lousy. He's showing bunt all the way. He's giving himself up. They still can't corral the ball in time to get him.
Ciafrone in the box now. Threw a walk his last time. And this one's through into the gap. This could chase everybody home. And the run comes in. And they're able to get 2 runs in. This lineup is making the most of every opportunity in this game. Boy, impressive hitting. Picks up 3 RBIs with that swing. Let's see what that does on our win expectancy graph.
Well, what a great job right there by the batter. A tough pitch. Down and away on the outside corner. Great piece of hitting.
Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Well, the second inning, he's run into a little bit of a problem right here, Gary. Over 20 pitches.
Headed for the middle. Jitsi throws on to first. Side is retired. Quality at bats there. They pick up some early run. And Bradley's in the box. He'll get things going here in the third. Steve, let's take a look at his pitching performance.
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
He's running, heading for second. Gets away from him. And he is safe, just beating that throw. So they can't make the play.
But, Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball. The throw too late right there. He's able to steal second base sliding into the bag.
That's something he's going to try again if he can get that kind of a jump.
You know, Gary, in the replay, he didn't have that much of a leadoff either.
That's one down. Runner on his way to third. The throw. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Malenko gets a shot here. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. A run comes home.
So the bottom line is that he's on base. But I tell you what, he's going to struggle mightily if he continues to swing at that pitch down in the zone, almost in the dirt.
And Gallagher's in the box. Well, they definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and that gets through for a base hit. Good offensive chance here. One out with runners at first and second. Fresh count on DeJesus. Here it comes. Towards center field. And that'll put him on another hit. Toronto here's a position to get something done.
He's tired. His pitches are starting to flatten out. 3 straight hits. What more do you need to see before you give him the hook?
DeJesus in the batter's box. Well, I think we're seeing some padding here, although in this game there's no such thing as insurance runs, really.
You got the pitcher on the rope. You have to take advantage of it while he's down.
Catch is made. Goldberg in the box. Now, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
Look, guys, he has got to mix it up a little bit more than what he's done. So far, going just with that four-seamer, he's going to get in trouble.
You know, guys, I've been expecting to see more of that sinker of his, that great downward action. And in most games, we'll see him use that sinker far more than we have today.
Throws on to first in time to retire. Great to have you with us here tonight. These fans here at the ball yard dealing with some pretty frigid weather. They're bundled up. Well, he's got an opportunity. Here, he can be a hero. You get an extra base hit, you're going to score some runs.
Well, you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get later in the game. You have to.
He flew out his last time up. Here's the pitch. Line down the right field line, but a foul ball. He deals. 0-1 pitch is a change. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
When a hitter gets fooled, he starts to open up his swing. That means
swung on, hit sharply to first. To second for 1. And that's 2. A double play. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Toronto 5. Minnesota. And Del Carmen's batting. He singled his last trip. Here's the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes. Get outs right now.
Ball. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
You try to run that two-seam fastball down and in. It means you want to get the ground ball. He didn't get it, though, as the hitter lays off the tough pitch.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1. On the way. Here's a swing and a miss with that breaking ball. It's even at 2.
Well, it's so tough to hit a good breaking ball when you swing that hard, but that's what he did. Look at how he almost fell to the ground.
Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Freeze is up now. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. And starts him out here. Hit in the air to center field. And that one falls in there for a single.
Not wasting any time here. He jumps all over that first pitch and rips it into center field.
And Brantley's in the box. Ground out victim last time through. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. He's going for the plate here. And he's in there. He scores from first. Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
And in the swing and a bouncer up the middle. Kaplan. There's one.
Well, this is what a good offense does. It picks up runs with productive outs. Good piece of hitting.
Still without a hit yet in the game. He'll get another chance here. Bigby will be called on to pitch as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye and see how aggressive they're going to be to try to get back in this game. Speed out there at second base. Let's see if they put a potential double steal on.
Solid contact made, but that foul ball up in the air is going to be off on the right side. That one's popped sky high, drifting towards third. And it's going to be to Jesus. And that's out number 3. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. The Twins are making progress. They have cut into this lead. Kaliko at the plate. He'll start the home half of the 7th. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it as he hauls it in. And Gallagher's in the box. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Popped out. Foul ground last time. Around. The first pitch. There's a ground ball. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs on a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Up next, it'll be the Twins. Jitsi is the batter now. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Hit up the middle. Ciafrone. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning. And Griffey Jr. is in the box. He'll be seeking his first hit right here. And here's the first one. Swung on and fouled away. Foul! Second pitch cuts on a fastball, misses, and it's 0-2.
I think down by 2 runs right here now, Gary. I think that you've really got to look at trying to get some big hits. You need that clutch hit. You need somebody to walk into it and try. You know the pitcher's going to throw strikes. You know he's going to try not to walk anybody, so be more aggressive.
Change up that time, swings and misses. That'll be strike 3 and 2 down.
He pulled the string right there. Must have been looking for the fastball. Swings right through the changeup for strike 3.
And Del Carmen's batting. Struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch. And it goes foul. The pitch. Can't catch up with that swing, and a miss, and it's now 0-2.
2 outs here in the 8th right now. I think defensively you've got to be looking to make a play. Get the out, get your team back in the dugout. You don't want doubles. You don't want the ball hit over your head. You want to play no double situation right here where the defense is back so they cannot come back and narrow this gap.
Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. Now, Blue Jays, home half of the 8th inning. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. We've got Garrotti in the box. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit in the air, in right, foul territory. 1 down. And in the batter's box, it's Capelon. He's had 1 hit 4 times. Time's up. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. The pitch. Foul. It's fouled away. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2.
Pitching wise, you want to make them earn it. Force them to get a base hit right here. Force them to put it in play. Throw strikes.
Ground ball to short. Capelon. And his throw gets him 1 away.
1 out here in the 9th inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit here.
And Brantley's in the box. Last time up, triple homer run. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, that is hit. Look out, off the pitcher, it bounds away. Throws to first, he's retired, that's 2 down. But a quick recovery that time gets the out.
Well, it's their hope is dwindling right now. Down by 2, 1 out left to play with, and they're going to have to try to come up with some big hits right here to try to win this one, Gary.
And in the batter's box is Carino. He bounced out his last time. Slider just misses 1-0.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hand.
1-0 on the way. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And it's up against the wall. He's heading for third. And the throw. No luck getting him at third. He's in there easily.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning. But he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
Fasnock up now. Now, all of a sudden, this team's got the tying run, Steve, at the plate.
And with first base open, we're going to have to see how the pitcher wants to handle this.
Huller is called up. He'll be pitching. He comes in to close for Toronto. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. That one hit fly ball. This may be the ball game. And it's going to be DeJesus. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
A big playoff victory right here. The hometown crowd very, very happy the way their players performed.
So the honor is ready to be handled out. Our player of the game, a very deserving candidate.
Well, coming into the game, you told someone you're going to get 2 hits today, you'd be very happy. The average goes up, and everything else is good for you. But the bottom line is, those 2 hits were the reason this team won the game, and it shows because he's our player of the game.
And as they put the victory up in this one, they now sit enviably, we might add, just one win away from winning the series.
And you have to credit them. They've come so far this year, and now they find themselves just one win away. This has to be a gratifying victory.
Now, that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, Sean Krug, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.
Well, crucial situation in this game, and obviously a jam for the guy on the mound. He's going to have to step up and deliver.
Doesn't want to give up the lead run here. Tie ball game with a couple on.
Well, it's the situation.
Swings, and there's a drive high in the air. He heads. Oh, runners on the move. And that first run scores. Guest in the box now. Let's take a moment to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches. John, Steve, what do you think about how he's done?
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
Now a swing and the ball hit well deep to right field, way back there. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. First pitch to him. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's out number 3. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Up next, it'll be the Twins. Basnock settling in. Steve, how about the pitching performance so far today?
You know, Gary, look. Location means everything. And he's going with a heater. He's not trying to fool him, but he's keeping the ball down and he's getting him to do what he wants. It's pounded into the ground.
He flew out his last time up. Runners at second and third with 2 out. First pitch on the way. Swung on, hit. Yeah, that caught him. He did not avoid it. And it is that time. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne.
Facing elimination on the road, a very difficult task, but they got it done. They stepped up, they get the win, and they live to play another one, Gary. So an unbelievable effort here today.
And it's about time to award our player of the game, don't you think?
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you know you've had a decent enough game to help your team win. Look, would he have loved to hit the triple to get the cycle, something that's rarely done in Major League Baseball? Sure he would. But I think if you ask him after the game, he's going to say, look, all I want to do is help our team win. And that's what he did with those big, big hits.
There aren't a lot of these in sports, but this was a must-win game. And they did it. They're alive.
That's the mark of a team that never gives up. They sucked it up and played a terrific game.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard. It's going to be to Jesus. And Steve, let's take a look at how the pitcher's done.
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because
a swing line to left center, and it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. And he scores.
now he's a first pitch fastball hitter. He got the fastball and ripped it into left.
De Jesus is the batter. 17 years. How about that for a career? 1 out with runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. And he scoops it up. Over to second for 1. And 2. A double play. They pick up 1 on 3 hits. And in the batter. First box is Carino. He flew out his last time up. Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. Here's the first one. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And in there, he has struggled today. Now finally a base hit in the record book.
Well, the slider's a little bit easier to hit when that break is coming to you as a hitter as opposed to moving away from you. You just have to make sure you clear your hands. He does a good job right there to get a base hit.
Yes, at the plate. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And that one is fouled. There's a swing and a ball hit well. Straight away center field. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. Jitsi batting now. Steve, let's take a look and see how the pitcher's done today.
Well, you change the hitter's eye level, you move the ball around, and you just cannot catch up to that.
Lined up the middle. That should be a base hit.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
And Griffey Jr. is in the box. Flew out last time. Kitzler swung on and missed. 0-2.
Now, Gary, it's tough to score when you only get 3 hits. We're deep into this ball game, and they have just not been able to mount any pressure against him today.
Tried to get him to bite, but he lays off outside. 1-2.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
And Del Carmen's batting. 0 for 2 thus far. This at bat underway. 1-0 after that first pitch miss. Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
You know, we've seen him move the ball around effectively in the strike zone. That unpredictability is keeping the hitters off balance.
And no doubt, Steve, he's got inside, outside, high and low. This is the kind of game he wanted to come and pitch today.
Good change that time, but he doesn't bite, and it's now 3-1.
Well, you rarely see a pitcher try to throw a changeup in.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And he's got it. What a play. Really, take a look. That is an incredible dive to make that catch.
Hey, take a look at this thing, and look at the speed and the instincts. The first step quickness is the key to be able to run that ball down. That's some kind of play right there.
Freeze at the plate now. Got looking last time. Runner on first, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Watches a changeup go by for strike 1.
The hitter saw fastball, the pitcher threw changeup. Not a good combination for the hitter.
Good spot for the slurve, but it's 1-1.
Well, this guy has a great slurve pitch. It's his out pitch. It's his go-to pitch. When
swings, lines this one back up the middle. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, you know he's at an all-time high coming into this game. A big win in their last game. He had 3 hits to contribute. Things are going great for to him right now.
And Brantley's in the box. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been. Swing liner back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on. And he'll come in to score.
Just to say, you see the shutout broken up right there, Gary, but still, just a tremendous performance today.
And in the batter's box is Carino. You're looking at a lot of determination right now. They are closing in. The 0 for 3 to this point. Here's the first pitch. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. A little too eager. And he's behind 0-2.
This is how you get at the routine ground balls. You pound that sinker down and away, trying to get the hitter to roll over his hands.
Last time up, flew up. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Swing, hot shot. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The hitter stays back, reads the change in velocity off the fastball, doesn't try to do too much, and picks himself up a single.
Drove in a run earlier in the game. Here's the pitch. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases.
Well, they set down the first 2 men of this inning, but they couldn't get him out. A big double right there with 2 outs, and a 2-out hit will score a run.
A chance to find out what these...
Swing and a liner to right center. And that one's put away to retire the side. They pick up. And Griffey Jr. in the box. It's the bottom of the ninth, and he's ready to try and make something happen here. Bigby coming in now to pitch as Toronto brings him in to close.
Well, they've got themselves right where they want to be. Now it's up to the closer to come in and slam the door.
Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out here in the ninth. You know what they're trying to do. They need to get somebody on and bring the tying run to the plate. That's absolutely critical because that will put pressure on the pitcher.
And that gets through. The tying run will come to bat.
Well, anytime you bring in a relief pitcher to come in a key situation, the last thing you want to do is for him to serve one up to the first hitter. That's exactly what he did, giving up that big base hit.
And Del Carmen's batting. Flew out last time. He picks it up. There's one. And they turn the double play. Freeze has a turn in the box. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Strike one. Hit on the ground. This could be the end. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you win it at home or on the road. They're getting it done here on the road. But when you win the American League pennant, what a celebration. How fun is it? And you're headed to the World Series.
Now we got the highlights. I want to show you who we're giving this Player of the Game award to.
Well, great starting pitching usually leads to wins for your team, and he came through with a great one in this one. And that's basically the definition of what it takes to become the player of the game.
This is their next to final step towards the whole enchiladas. They've got a chance to win it. They claim this LCS. Next stop, the World Series.
From spring training, this team committed to try to do what they can to get to the World Series, and now they're there. They're ready to go.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Crux, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball.